Hi, I am no extension. Today is Saturday, September 17, 2020. The time is approximately 9:57 p.m. and just a few seconds shy of 9:58 p.m. I did our show earlier today, but it was a practice session for the rock show. Now I'm going to be doing bullets. No, I'm sorry. I'm going to be doing pencils. I'm doing pencils. Wait a second. Yeah, I am doing pencils. So I purchased a domain name. It is ilovethepolice.com. I purchased that today. I created and designed a t-shirt. I didn't spend a whole lot of time designing the t-shirt. I think it still might need to be changed a little bit, but I didn't spend a whole lot of time on it. So it's ilovethepolice.com. You can go there to look at videos. I'm going to be putting the police logs on there too next. And stuff like that. Opening up the lines for the, I'm going to do that. I'm going to suggest, I'm not sure if that's okay or not. I was thinking about suggesting that app, sorry. I don't know if you say application nowadays when you're talking about apps and mobile phones and things. Are you getting that app? Or I'm talking about an application. Someone says, okay. Do you mean apps as in mobile apps? Anyway, masks, M-A-S-K-S, and sanitizer. What about them? If you need some help getting started, they're pretty easy to put on. One goes over the one earlobe, or one ear, and the other side goes, like a rubber band goes over the other side. You just don't want it to look funny, because that can happen when you're wearing it. It can look funny, like it's not close enough to the nose or too far from the nose and the mouth. But before, you were just covering the mouth, and now you're just doing that. If it's too high, how about when you're done using it, you just want to put it up like a pair of sunglasses? You want to just put it up, and you're like, hey, what's going on? You're talking to someone. And you're like, that looks kind of weird, too. So you got to be careful about stuff like that. With the masks and sanitizer, I guess coolness, coolness, is a word after all. After all, I guess coolness counts. Anyways, yes, we are still doing this. That was the name of the recording I did earlier today. Still doing this. Let's go ahead and pull up the logs. Let's pull up the logs, man. I'm going to do Sacramento, California. Sacramento, California. Sacramento, California.
Leaving Kennedy on the LAX.
Whoa. Cali?
No doubt, baby. No, we got this paper.
No doubt.
Alright? Yo, big.
I'm up, man.
Like 5:04.
Alright, 7:30. I'm gonna meet you at the airport.
California.
Yeah. Just picture, it's so hard that your hat can't fit you. Either I'm with you or against you. Format bent you. Back through that maze I sent you.
Daily activity log. Sacramento Police Department responds to a variety of events and calls for service each day. Okay. To make it easier for citizens to follow these activities, we present the department's daily activity log. These are commonly used acronyms, by the way. CSI stands for Crime Scene Investigations. DUI stands for Driving Under the Influence. ER stands for Emergency Room, or Emergency Room. M, as in Mary, WA, like Apple, stands for Male, White, Adult. Description of suspect, male or female, race, adult, or juvenile. Follows. MP, M as in Mary, P as in Paul. I like to say military police or military pizza. I was thinking about that, starting a pizza company and calling it military pizza. The guy shows up, big and buff. He shows up at your house on your door, knocks on your door. You open the door. There's a guy just standing there with a pizza in his hand. And the only thing he's trained to do, the only thing he does is he says MP. So as soon as you open the door, he goes, eat some. Did you give me any ranch dressing, all right? Remember, he only says MP. That's all he's trained to do. So if you ask him, can I have some sauce, dipping sauce with it? He'll just go, MP. That's it. He might try and walk away at that point. I'm not really sure. Anyway, I just thought it was an idea. PC, P's and Policies, and Charlie stands for Penal Code. POP stands for Problem Oriented Policing. SFD, Sam Frank Delta, stands for Sacramento Fire Department. SPD stands for Sacramento Police Department. Information provided allows for timely snapshot of significant events in our community. The crimes reported here are preliminary investigations taken in the field by patrol officers and may or may not be assigned to a detective for further investigation. The information provided may be found after further investigation to be incorrect or false. Certain details of these incidents have been removed due to potential follow-up investigation into the incident and or for privacy rights. The following incidents occurred between 12 a.m. and 11:59 p.m. on Saturday, October 17, 2020. North Command, 20-308084, burglary investigation on the 2600 block of Stone Creek Drive at 02:22 hours. Officers responded to a report of a burglary. The suspect gained entry by forcing open the front door and then fleeing. He took off. Officers generated a crime report. Central Command, 20-308061. Pursuit arrest. Capitol Mall and 3rd Street at 01:22 hours. Officers observed a vehicle being driven recklessly. The vehicle fled to the area of 3rd Street and P as in Paul Street, where the vehicle stopped. The driver was cited for the short pursuit. 20-308077 stolen vehicle arrest. Richards, RICHARDS, Boulevard and Burkew Drive at 0209 hours. Officers located an occupied stolen vehicle being driven. Officers attempted to stop the vehicle, but it fled. The driver stopped in the area of Acevedo Drive and West El Camino Avenue. The driver was arrested. East Command, 20-308032, robbery investigation, 8000 block, on the 8000 block of Folsom Boulevard at 0035 hours, just after midnight. Officers responded to a report of a robbery. The victim attempted to stop the suspects from stealing alcohol. The victim, it says here, the victim attempted to stop the suspects from stealing alcohol. The suspects assaulted the victim and fled. Other suspects then stole several other items from the business and fled the scene. Officers generated a crime report. What happened on the 16th, the day before? Should I go forward or backward on these? Does it matter? Some of these you don't know about. I'm going to go a day before just in case, but I'm not always going to do it that way. North Command, 20-307321, hit and run collision arrest, 2700 block of American Avenue at 1304 hours. 1304 hours. For those of you who don't know, but most of you don't know, 13 would be 1 o'clock in the afternoon. 1300 because you have 12 hours and half of a day. 2300 hours would be 11 p.m. Anyhow. And on the compass, see, I might as well give this one here. Not really, but north, south, east, west, just a tip. How do you tell which way is north, which way is south? Well, I do a little thing where I write I write NESW on a piece of paper. I write 12. At 12 o'clock, I write N as in Nancy. At 3 o'clock, like a circle, like a clock. E, like echo. 6 o'clock, S as in Sam, and 9 o'clock, W as in West. But I do it that way, clockwise, because you can read it like a clockwise. N, never. E stands for eat. S stands for shredded. And wheat, WHEAT, wheat on number 9, so it's never. And you go back up to number 12, so it's never eat shredded wheat. Make a circle, that's how you can tell which way is this way and that way. Am I supposed to be looking this way or that way? Anyway, it doesn't matter. That's a really old one, sort of. What happened at 1304? A community service officer was conducting an investigation into a hit-and-run collision. The suspect was found in the area and then assaulted. The community service officers were able to detain the suspect, who was arrested to the hit-and-run and assault. The community service officer sustained minor injury.
I sent you talking to the rap inventor. Nigga with the game type gift, that flame right. Spell my name right. B-I-double-G-I-E. Iced out, lights out, me.
20-307-666, pursuit arrest Norwood Avenue and Los Palmas Avenue at 1907 hours. So that would have been what, 707? Wait. If it's 1900, at 1200, it's 12 p.m. So add 7, because you're at 1900, what's that, 7 p.m.? Yep, 7:07 p.m. Officers observed two vehicles that appeared to be chasing each other and driving reckless. Officers attempted an enforcement stop, and both vehicles fled from the officers. I gotta remember where I was. I took a slight pause there. Okay. Officers attempted an enforcement stop, and both vehicles fled from officers. The vehicles eventually stopped on one occupant, and one of the vehicles fled on foot. That suspect was not located. Another occupant was found to have an active warrant, warrant, and was arrested. Central Command, 20-307-647, pursuit arrest, J Street and Front Street at 1841 hours, so that would have been 6:41 p.m. Officers conducted an enforcement stop on a vehicle. The vehicle failed to yield and led officers on a short, slow-speed pursuit. The driver eventually stopped. The driver was arrested. I wonder how, sometimes they look at stuff like that. Did you arrest him because he was, it says here pursuit arrest. I guess he did do a short, slow speed pursuit. Is that something that I saw? I saw something like that right around the corner from my house the other day, but that was not in Sacramento. Okay, East Command, 20-307-540, shot spotter investigation, East Sacramento at 16:58 hours. Officers responded to a shot spotter activation. Units canvassed the area and were unable to locate any victims. 07831 robbery investigation, Light Sky Court at 22:03 hours. Officers responded to a report of robbery. The victim observed the suspects vandalizing their vehicle. The suspects also took personal items after the victim confronted them. Officers generated a crime report. 20-308-000, pursuit arrest at 82nd Street and Belvedere Avenue at 23:54 hours, just before midnight. Officers conducted an enforcement stop on a vehicle that was observed driving reckless during a side show. The vehicle fled from officers and led them on a pursuit. For safety reasons, the pursuit was canceled and a police air unit kept surveillance on the vehicle. Officers eventually took the suspect into custody after it struck a raised, R-A-I-S-E-D, a raised curb, C-U-R-B, the curb on the ground, in the area of 33rd Street and Folsom Boulevard. I don't know what's going on with the... we can take a look at police scanner. I could do it here. I have, let's see. Okay, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I just purchased the, again, I'm talking about it, the ilovethepolice.com. I'm going to be putting the police logs on there too. You'll be able to see them in your area as long as they have them there. I'll have them here, so it's kind of